about nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to beautiful people.
What's going on, beautiful people?
We're back.
I'm excited.
We're back.
I'm genuinely excited.
You're excited?
Yeah, I'm excited to hear what you have to say about London. We did
episode-
half the trip yesterday, and then that was it. I didn't really get any more information about the trip.
I refuse to talk to Robbie off mic.
Yeah.
This is my new MO.
No, we're
refuse
talking, but not about the
to
trip.
talk to Robbie off mic. That's my new MO.
No, we can't.
Whatever
do that.
you have to say to me, you could say in front of them. Okay, Rob?
Okay,
That's
sure.
the new rules.
That's how it's been for 3 to 8 weeks at this point.
That's how it's 3-day weeks?
3 weeks.
Yeah, that's the way
We've
it's going
really
to be.
only spoken on mic.
Anything you got to say to me, you could say in front of them, okay?
Okay, yeah.
That's my family.
I'm not.
This is my
don't,
family
Don't
we're talking
pretend
to.
like I don't have. Don't act like I'm not embarrassed to talk in front of these people, in front of your family, our family. I love the listeners too. What do you mean? I'm not embarrassed to say anything in front of them.
Good. So we speak in front of them.
Of course, always.
And I have things to say, people.
Always.
Is there anything that you want to tell me before we start?
No.
Good. That's the way it should be. It's the way it should be, people. You know what?
There is stuff I wouldn't say in front of them.
We're different. The
Yeah.
truth only comes out on the pod for me.
Yeah.
Everything else is... You know what I like? I like talk on the phone and barely saying anything.
You do like that sometimes.
I'm a fucking little girl like that. You know, like a little kid.
Okay.
I'm kind of quiet.
On the phone.
Yeah, so it's nice when I'm forced to talk.
Yeah, I guess so.
This forces me to be articulate in a way.
It does.
Which is nice, because in my real life, I'm not articulate at all. I talk to my mother on the phone. I talk to my mother every day on the phone, you know?
Yeah.
And she goes, your father's so proud of you.
Really?
I go, why?
Today she said that?
Yeah, today I talked to her.
Oh, this is nice.
She goes, your father, he's so proud of you. I go, why? She goes, because you were a good tourist.
Oh, that's right.
Not because he saw me do shows.
Oh,
not because
I was
it was
excited for you.
People you were very funny.
Damn.
Not because it seems like you're a good teacher. People enjoy you. They like your work.
Yeah.
That people knew you from the podcast there. None of that shit.
Nothing.
Why he's proud? Because you're a good tourist. I swear to God.
That's important too.
This rhetoric is real. My mom goes, a few things. One, you woke up early. He was happy.
That is good.
He was Two, you walked. You didn't complain a single time. There was something about my dad. My dad's like a little older. I mean, he's not older. He's just the normal age for a father.
Yeah, correct.
There was something about him that he refused to take cabs. Refused. I had to be like, Dad, come on.
Yeah,
Let's take an Uber. I got the Uber. Let's take the Uber. You know?
Yeah.
He'd look at something and go, anything under an hour, we're walking it.
I like that. I mean, I love to walk.
Bro,
I love to walk.
I told you I hit 30,000 one day.
Yeah, that's why. That's a lot.
30,000 steps one day.
Yeah. Also, was it nice weather every day?
Nice for shit.
Nice for shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice weather in London is shit weather
It's
in
gray
the fucking
skies, yeah.
Positano, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Like, what are we talking
We
here?
can't compare.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's nice weather for
Positano.
what?
Yeah. That's when it's like, you know what? You're not part of Europe.
Yeah, it's actually beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, London shouldn't be part of Europe.
Yeah.
The food, the weather.
Yeah.
The only thing they have is culture, but they stole that from everywhere else in Europe.
That's funny.
They
It's
just
also
stole everything, and then they're like, we're part of Europe now. And then it's like, actually you're not, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, he taught you how to be a tourist. He didn't teach you all those other things. So that might be why he was like happy that you did a good job of the things that he told you to do.
Because it was reflective of his father.
Exactly.
And then my mother goes, you walked everywhere. You didn't complain. Your father walked everywhere. She goes, you know what? He lost 2 pounds. I go, great, Mom. Great. Fantastic, Mom. And she goes, also, you were in line. You were at the museum. Your father told me you were asking questions.
Yeah, you're inquisitive.
You were asking questions.
This is what he was proud of.
Questions.
Yeah.
My dad caught me with the why are you asking that question to one of the tour guides.
Okay.
because we were watching. We saw in Edinburgh Castle, there's like the crown that will go on top of the head of the royalty, right?
Okay.
And he's talking about the crown. It's the stone that they put underneath the chair, the chair. There's like a big stone for whenever they do the coronations, right?
Yeah.
And so we're talking about the stone. We're talking about the crown. I go, hey, I got a question for you. I go, who gets to make the pillow under the crown? And my dad goes, why are you asking about the damn pillow under the crown? And the guy goes, actually, that's a great question.
Oh.
Because I wonder, think about if you're the guy that makes, because they change it every like 20 years or so.
The pillow
The pillow that is underneath the royal crown.
gets changed every 20 years.
Something like that, you know?
Okay.
When it starts wearing down.
Yeah. It's getting just as much visibility as the crown.
1,000%.
All right, I see where your questioning came from.
And in my head, I'm like, imagine you're the person that does the pillow under the crown.
Yeah.
Wow, the work. You have 2 months of I can't. I'm making the pillow for the crown. You got 2 months of pillow for the crown.
Yeah.
You can get out of anything you want.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I would imagine they're a pillow maker.
Of course.
Like
this
already.
This isn't a rookie.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like, oh, who we're doing a contest.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Right in. So yeah, my mother goes, you ask good questions. Your father noticed that. She goes, also, you soaked it in.
That's good. Yeah.
You soaked it in.
Yes.
So reviews are back on
He might have thought you would just be like a little Instagram boy the whole time?
No.
Or you'd be like on your phone and distracted.
I have no idea what he was thinking. I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking.
Yeah.
I guess he was wondering how I'd be.
It's interesting.
And I did
You're not a kid. Maybe in his eyes you're a kid, but it's like, no, you are an adult. Like,
so we go to London.
Go to London. Yeah, we left off. I think you were just at the car spot.
And we finally dropped the car off.
And you were going into London.
We're going. So now we continue.
Yeah.
As we enter the city limits.
Yes.
Of the fucking horrid place called London.
London. Horrid.
Wow. I understand why it rains.
Okay.
Because if it was sunshine, it would be false advertisement.
Okay.
If there was sun in London.
I don't know if we could do this because by this logic, then everybody in LA is incredible.
What are you talking about? The Earth's splitting.
The Earth's splitting.
There's no real foundation. California's going to be nothing.
It'll be underwater.
They're standing on nothing.
Okay,
They're all floating below you. I think it lines up.
All right. It's
There's no real foundation.
Okay.
Literally, the world is crumbling underneath LA people, but the sun is shining. The makeup's on.
Oh, wow. It does work out.
And New York, we're standing on garbage.
Yeah.
We turn trash into land.
Yeah.
That is New York.
Yeah.
What is New York? We literally took garbage. We're like, put it together. We're going to make buildings on it.
Yeah.
That's New York. I love that so
Yes.
much. Yeah, and LA's just crumbling. But sunshine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it would be false advertisement if there was sun in London. Go ahead. You went to London.
I did go to London.
So go ahead. Why don't you say what you think before I speak to my truth?
What did I think of London? When I went, I was 21. So
Nice. So
I hadn't
2
really
years
had
in
a
the
lot
future?
of experience. Yeah. I went 2 years in the future. I'm 19. I thought it was nice. I didn't dislike it. I didn't leave being like, I hate this place. It was like a fun major city. Every day there was a new adventure. I think I walked, 15 miles for 4 days straight when I was in London.
That tells me nothing. I could walk 15 miles in a circle.
No, but it was a lot. There was a lot to see.
Okay.
I saw all the sights. I
saw
did the
all the
bridges.
sights.
I did the castle. I did the Big Ben. We did the Eye.
What do you mean?
We
you
went to some
did
websites.
What do you mean you did Big
We
Ben?
walked to Big Ben.
What do you mean you did Big Ben?
I walked and I saw Big Ben.
It's literally the thing on every poster, Big Ben.
Yes.
You know what you do when you see Big Ben? You go, oh, no way. It's 420.
Yeah. Well, what do you
That's
do
what
when
I
you
do.
see the Empire State Building? You go, oh,
Nothing.
look, it's purple. It's the same
At
shit.
least it changes.
It does change. But,
So is Big Ben. I
Yeah.
take that back.
I mean,
I'm going to admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong. Big Ben changes.
it seemed like there was a lot going on, which I like. There was a lot of different neighborhoods to explore. I don't know. It's a city, I guess. It's not particularly beautiful.
Not beautiful.
The river, the Thames is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Spelt Thames.
They call it the Tims.
The
Timberlands. It's so
Tims. Oh yeah, they're talking about the Tims. No boots.
Yeah.
Throwing you off. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it was gray skies every day. It was fine. What was my favorite thing? Probably the park outside where the Queen lives was nice. That was cool.
What was cool about it?
I don't know. It was nice. It was just like a nice
You wanna know
park
something about
with
that
some
park?
birds.
Can I tell you something about that park?
What?
So this is your favorite thing, right? That park?
I'm trying to remember where I was
Let
happy.
me tell you a story about a sex worker that used to fuck around that park, okay?
Okay, and what did they...
I learned what London really was.
Okay.
So there was a sex worker who used to wear all red, and she had red hair. And one night, one of the queens, like the people that worked for the Queen, got off from work, right? So it's like, oh, we got one night to party. Let's go drink all over all the pubs. And then it's like, oh, we have this many, what do they call it? It's not pounds. They call it quids.
Quid.
Yeah.
I like quid.
Confusing as shit.
It is confusing.
Because it's like bucks.
Yeah.
Someone goes,
quid's like bucks. Yeah, exactly.
I go, oh, like I said, so a pound and a quid is the same? They're like, yeah, it's like dollars and bucks. I go, I'm not walking around me like, that'll be $7, buddy. Right?
You could say $7. How much was it? $5?
Well, every person that you talk to at a store say bucks. If you went to Whole Foods and they'd be like, oh, that's $14. That's what it would like.
So quid is
quid's
pretty much everybody saying quid.
Quid's everyone's saying quids.
Nobody's talking pounds.
So anyways, he only had a few quids left.
Okay.
So he ventures off to this.
I don't think they pluralize it.
How do you know?
Because I watch British television. I like British TV. I love British slang.
So he's got a few quid left.
Few quid left. All right, there we go.
Great. This is where we're gonna fucking nitpick.
No, all right, fine. Say quids. I'm not gonna nitpick. Other people, you made friends out there, and they might be like, I learned nothing.
I call you Robbies.
All
okay,
right, sure.
So he's got a few quids left.
Okay, he's got a few quids.
And so he goes, I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna go down and find me a sex worker.
Okay.
And he finds this wonderful woman with the red hair and the red outfits.
Okay.
And he goes to fuck her. Can't get hard.
Okay.
Whiskey dick.
Whiskey dick.
Whiskey dick. Typical. I don't even believe it. I think that's just every man in London.
Okay. Nobody in London has sex drive.
We're gonna lose listeners from this.
Okay.
We're gonna straight up lose.
Yeah, I guess I didn't particularly love London.
Wait, let me continue.
Yeah.
Why I have beef is because they call it the Twin City.
Okay. Oh yeah, I want to actually ask you about this, but continue.
So he goes, I'm gonna go, and they can't get hard, and so she collected the money before, and he's like, I'll take my money back, and she goes, if you can't get hard, that's not my problem, it's my money, which I agree with.
I agree with too.
She was in the right.
1,000%.
1,000%. You walk in the movie theater and all of a sudden your eyes can't open, you still pay for the fucking ticket. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So he goes, no fucking way. Takes a sword and chops her head off 40 times.
Okay. At this exact location.
At the location, your favorite location in London.
One of the biggest parks.
One of the biggest parks.
Okay.
He chops her head off.
Okay.
It takes, and people start hearing.
Okay.
And so he panics and he takes her head and he throws it in the river.
Okay.
That little river with all the beautiful ducks in it.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And then they find her because he digs a shallow grave and all his friends find him digging a shallow grave to the headless sex worker.
Okay.
He gets arrested, executed.
Okay. That's good.
And that's the beautiful park.
That's the story. Okay.
That's the story.
The headless sex worker.
And then sometimes the headless sex worker is walking around that park. That you might see the sex worker.
Okay. The ghost.
The ghost of that sex worker. So
interesting.
Yeah, that's the park that you like.
I guess I've always been like, I could live in London for some reason. Like I could live in New York. I could live in London. I could live in LA.
Because this is what you're told.
Yeah.
This is what you're told by people.
I'm just like, there's enough to do there.
Yeah, you're just told this by people, man.
You don't think so? You couldn't live in London?
Nah.
No?
Nah. Oh.
Could you live in Rome?
Yeah.
I guess I might have liked Rome more to visit, but I would rather live in London than Rome. Is that wild?
Yeah, it's wild.
It's because like the public transportation is good. I'm like looking at things where like living is different than visiting.
Well, I visited, so I don't know how to live there.
True. But you could see what you like about where you live and see if that exists there.
I guess I wouldn't go. I wasn't staying in any neighborhoods I would be living in.
Probably. Okay. Yeah.
So I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be living in Soho of London.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. Not right now.
Not right now.
Not today.
So London was the place my father was super excited to go.
Okay.
Super.
Did he have a good time?
Amazing.
Oh, that's nice.
He'll be broken if he'll never listen, but if he heard this, he would be broken.
He would be broken.
Shattered into pieces.
So you putting on a face the whole time you're there.
I'm an actor.
You are an actor. So you were put. Wow.
No, there's things I like. Wait, there's things.
Okay,
I like
there are
about
things
London.
you like.
But London itself, I don't like.
It's pretentious. I think it is. London, Singapore, they feel like the most pretentious, and New York feel like probably the most pretentious cities.
Singapore.
I would say Singapore.
What do you know about Singapore?
I just know about it.
That's not an answer. What do you know about it? Do you know a single fact about Singapore?
Do I know a single fact about Singapore? It's the
By
name of the
time,
city
by repeating the question.
It's the name of the city and the country. My dad would go there for like business, I guess sometimes. I've seen like pictures of it. I know a lot of rich people live there. I know like it's one of the most highly concentrated places of rich people in the world. I guess that's where I think like of London, Singapore, New York, I have like the most, I don't know, wealthy individuals in the world.
There we go.
That's what I would guess.
That's what you guess.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So you don't like Singapore?
I don't know if I like it or not. Nah, my dad would always tell me it was illegal to chew gum. I don't know if that was real or not.
That's why you don't like. Now we got to a real answer. Now we finally hit a real fucking answer.
So I'm not saying I don't. Yeah. This is what I think of when I think of pretentious people, of like where do they live?
Okay. So my dad, beautiful, beautiful man. He's so excited to go to London.
Yeah.
He literally used his credit card's points. He goes, I have a surprise for us.
You didn't know about this?
I have a surprise for us. We're going to stay in a nice hotel.
Wow.
He cashed in his credit card points to get me and him a fancy-ass hotel for the end of the trip.
That's really nice.
Really nice.
11 days ass to ass.
11 days ass to ass.
On twin beds. You at least, I'm guessing, get a full bed in London.
Twin bed.
Twin bed again?
Twin fucking
No
bed!
way.
My dad cashed in all his Amex card.
Wow.
30 years he's been collecting these points. 30 years.
And never used them.
Never used them.
Oh, my goodness. Twin beds?
Can't even get these points in London. Can't even not get us twin beds.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
I will tell you where we stayed.
Okay.
We stayed at the West End.
Okay.
At the Strand Palace.
The Strand Palace.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful.
You look at it and you go, fuck, I am Macaulay Culkin.
Amazing.
It's like that type of
wow.
energy. Like I walked in this hotel, I was taken back.
That's so, I would love, I like eat up the romanticization of shit like this.
I walk in, it's beautiful. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. We get to the room. 2 twin beds next to each other.
That's disappointing.
Might as well. My dad couldn't believe it.
He couldn't. Was he upset or no?
No, but like he was just like, I thought it'd be a little more.
Yeah. Well, the amenities I'm sure were really nice.
Amenities?
Yeah.
What amenities?
In the hotel?
What amenities?
Like a gym.
You think I'm going to the gym on vacation?
A pool. Oh, yeah,
you think I'm going to the pool in London?
No, but it's just like, I guess that's what you're paying for. I don't know. Was there a nice restaurant in it?
Joe Allen's.
Okay.
Which is like a New York restaurant that they just have there. Just a fucking New York.
They do have a lot of New York
It's just a
there.
New York restaurant that they have there.
Yeah.
My dad's like, you want to go to the restaurant downstairs one night? I go, not really.
Yeah.
Not really. What am I going to have? A steak that I can't have medium rare?
Yeah.
A steak I can't order to the temperature I want?
You're not allowed to have medium rare meat there?
Nah, bro.
Not even. Or so
Medium
no rare,
well or better. Everywhere.
Not even medium.
Medium maybe.
Okay.
If you know the guy.
Wow. I didn't know this.
It's fucked.
Yeah. I had no money when I was in London. I was staying in a room with 6 bunk beds.
Amazing.
Yeah. So,
and we stayed there. And I go, wow, this is beautiful. This is truly remarkable. And my dad goes, the night passes. He goes, in the morning, we got to wake up early. He goes, we're hitting the Tower of London first thing in the morning.
Oh, wow.
We go to sleep.
First thing you did in London, basically.
My dad is basically obsessed with the fact that we get to the Tower of London early. He goes, it's going to be packed. It's going to be packed.
Yes.
Great. So I'm not experiencing any London. We go to bed. I wake up. The first thing we do in London, we see on Google Maps, Tower of London opens 9 a.m. Great. We'll be there 8:30 to be in line. We wake up. My alarm's set 7:45. I go. Can't find a cup of coffee anywhere.
In London.
We couldn't find a cup of coffee before 8 o'clock anywhere.
Wow.
Couldn't find a cup of coffee before 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So we go.
Is it a weekend?
It's a weekday.
Weekday?
Monday morning, we're talking.
Monday morning.
Monday morning, can't find a cup
Are
of
you
coffee
looking?
before 8. Looking. I'm begging.
You're on Google Maps.
Google Maps.
And there's no coffee?
No coffee, unless you want to do a sit-down restaurant.
Wow.
We're in the heart of London, West End.
Yeah.
We go, let's just hop in a taxi. We'll get a cup of coffee by there, right, when it opens. This is the first person from London I'm interacting with.
The taxi driver.
The taxi driver. We get in the taxi. Hey, how you doing? In his British accent, right? I go,
Okay.
good. How you doing?
Yeah.
Good. He goes, where are you guys coming from? We go, oh, we're just in Scotland, and now we're over here. He goes, oh, the fucking Scots. He goes, they got to get over that shit.
Immediately.
He goes, enough is enough. They're complaining too much. I go, about what? He goes, the murders. The murders. The guy literally used the word the murders.
Get over it.
He goes, enough is enough. They need to get over it.
Wow.
Instantly, I see the true side of London.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and then he's talking about places. He goes, oh, you guys have Meghan Markle now and Harry, right? That's the guy?
Wow, this guy just wanted to talk politics immediately.
And instantly, he goes, you guys got Harry now. He goes, yeah, he must be getting some good head to leave the family like that. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
I haven't had a cup of coffee. This is my first person I'm meeting in London. He's talking about. He goes, you gotta have get some good head to leave the family like that. And then he goes, I know, Harry. I know you're moody. Your mother died. Get over it.
Everybody's got to get over it.
Everyone's got instantly. He's telling
nobody can carry anything.
He literally goes. He goes, your mother died. Get over it. Whose mother hasn't died? I go, what the fuck is happening? I haven't had a cup of coffee. Google Maps isn't working.
What's your dad saying?
My dad is just like doing fake laughs.
Yeah.
Fake laughs all day, right? Fake laughs. Then he's talking about how shitty it is. How, thank God we have the queen.
Oh my, she's dead.
I know.
What? Thank God we have the queen. He loves the monarchy.
He goes, I hate the politics, love the monarch.
Okay. He hates the politics.
Yeah, he hates, yeah.
All right, so this isn't political. He just doesn't want anyone to hold anything.
He goes,
if something bad happened to you, get over it. That's his life philosophy.
He goes, who's the new guy that's in charge?
Charles is his name?
Someone, right? He goes, oh, Charles is in charge now. Now he's a cheap fuck.
Okay. All right. So
instantly, he goes, I like the monarch, and then he's dragged them. He goes, he won't let Harry stay there no more, costing him an arm and a leg.
Okay.
Like he's telling me the ins and outs of the financial stuff.
Oh, wow.
And I go, oh, yeah. And then I chime in. I go, actually, I thought Scotland was beautiful. He goes, waves me off, right?
Okay.
He goes, wait till you see London.
Yeah.
Already, I'm like, fuck this place.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Like, he's like, wait till you see it. We got a beautiful city. And he goes, oh, right over there. That's the place where people be hung, drawn, and quartered.
What does that mean?
I go, what is that?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, hung, drawn, and quartered? You don't know what that is?
I'm not familiar.
He goes, oh, this is great. This is all before 8:15 in the morning. No coffee.
Yes.
In a new city.
Yeah.
Can't believe what's happening.
Yes.
Hung, drawn, and quartered, right? And occasionally just cursing at people. Hung, drawn, and quartered is when someone will go against the king or queen, so they hang them, but just choking their air so they wouldn't die. Then they'd take a knife, cut open their intestines and rip it out, and hopefully not kill them before that, and then tie their arms and legs to 4 horses and spread them out so they rip the body in 4 quarters.
Oh, I figured. Yeah, quartered is 4 parts.
He goes, you should go.
Of the human.
Yeah, he goes, hung, drawn, and quartered. He goes, yeah, that's what they used to do, hung, drawn, and quarters. They go, got a great pint over there. I go, you're fucking mentally deranged.
Yeah.
You're mentally deranged.
Yeah.
You're chipper about executions? Yeah. Instantly, I'm met with executions are great.
That's wild. I feel like they throw around mental a lot, and now I guess I see why. Mental is like, oh, he's mental.
But you know what the sick thing
is? Mental. They say that a lot, and it's like, okay, this is wild.
Because they're mental.
Yeah, it's accurate
and they're
word.
Toxic. They go, oh, listen to me, love. That place was where we used to execute people and rip them in 4.
Yeah.
I'm like, love and
yeah,
like, there's no,
yes.
there's no, I don't understand. The vocabulary doesn't meet the emotion that's behind it. They would speak about murders and ripping people apart in the most casual sense I've ever heard.
That is wild.
Also, they don't the vocabulary confused me.
Okay.
I got hit. I was standing and someone had to get past me. I got hit with a sorry that was almost like someone said, "Go fuck your mother."
Okay.
Sorry. Someone hit me with such an aggressive sorry. I felt hurt.
Wow.
Their words don't match how they say them.
Okay. It seems like they're always on the offense.
Always. They're
Like
not polite.
they know that they fucked up, and instead of trying to play defense and defend or speak to them, it's just like shove more offense down their throat.
They're not
That
polite.
seems what it is.
They know that they're wrong.
Yeah.
They know that they're wrong.
It's like, get over it, and here's why we did this.
Yes.
Entertainment.
And this guy was from London.
Yeah.
Everyone that I met that wasn't from London in London, I loved.
You did.
I loved every single person that I met that wasn't from London.
Interesting.
I had this beautiful other taxi driver.
Okay.
He was hilarious. But he was lovely.
Yeah.
And talked about how he came to London so he could give his kids education and stuff like that, right? Every person that was from London was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Standing up for the horrible shit that they did.
Yeah. I would imagine there's probably parts that are not that.
I didn't catch them.
Yeah. You're not going to catch them.
I didn't catch them.
No. You come to New York, most of the people you meet, if they're like from Manhattan, it depends. They might be hit or miss.
Yo, bro, I'm not
People
friends with...
from Manhattan might be hit or miss.
Yo.
There's parts of Manhattan that I think the people have a little bit more.
My buddy Mason's from Manhattan.
Yeah,
but like,
there's some people that have a sense of like
he grew up
the
in
world.
a 2-bedroom in the Lower East Side.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's from the Lower East Side, there's like a few places where if you were from that, there's you're gonna be
It's
a little
real.
bit more normal. Upper West Side, Upper East Side, it's like all right.
Who knows? Some people are fine.
No,
but
some
like,
people can be.
But like most.
Yeah, and they will call attention to those neighborhoods, and they'll be like, yeah, I know. Some people that live here are a little bit eye roll, but
that is interesting. They were so aggressive. They were like, I know that we're wrong. Stop. Who cares?
yeah,
That's the attitude I got from everyone.
offense only.
Offense only. So we finally get out. We get to the Tower of London.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, London, fix your fucking Google Maps, bro. Every single place that we went. I'm wearing the Liverpool hat for my London episode just to spite you bitches.
Okay.
Just to spite you assholes, to let you know where I'm flying in next. Every thing on Google Maps, it said 9 o'clock it was opening. We get there, doesn't open till 10.
Wow.
Me and my dad have to sit and do nothing for an hour and a half in front of the Tower of London now.
Could you go get a coffee?
We found a coffee place,
Okay.
right? Also, every single restaurant, there would be places. I went to go buy a piece of art. We went to 4 galleries. Some of them haven't been open for years.
Okay.
Years. And on Google Maps, it says open now.
So I guess post-pandemic,
They just didn't
it's
update
just
anything.
nothing is updated.
Nothing was updated.
I guess they don't care about Google as
They don't
much.
care about tourists.
Okay.
They didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, we found a place to go get a coffee, right? Me and my dad were nightmares getting coffees.
Why? You get a black coffee.
I know. My dad didn't know what an Americano was.
I half the time don't know. I learned recently what Americano was.
My dad had no idea.
What is it? Espresso with water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad had no. So my dad's going, oh, this coffee's weak as shit. So we go up, he goes, hey, do you have a dark roast? And they just stare at him. And then they go, Americano? And they go, yeah. He goes, make it strong. So then all of a sudden they go, we have an Americano, 5 shots of espresso for Anthony.
I was gonna say 2, double shot.
Nah,
They were
bro.
fucking with them.
My dad, they're fucking with
They're
him.
fucking with them.
Yes.
They know that 5 shots is insane, and they're like, he wants it strong. We'll give it to him strong.
Exactly the attitude.
Yeah, that is exactly what was happening.
I went there. I got a cold brew, right? Because I was just drinking iced coffee.
Okay.
Cold brew. Horrible fucking coffee, right?
Okay.
I wouldn't dare have a cup of tea either. Wouldn't dare.
Yeah.
It's like I went to New York. I said, no pizza for me.
Yeah. You didn't have a single cup of tea.
Not a single cup of tea.
Okay.
My dad was doing tea in the room. He goes, you want one? I go, never.
No, not your cup of tea.
I wouldn't. Now we're playing. I go, I'll have a cold brew. So they go, Anthony. So we're outside the Tower of London. We got a Americano for Anthony, 5 shots of espresso. My dad goes, what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
And then they give me my iced coffee, right? 2 ice cubes, 2 ice cubes, just hot coffee, basically.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a lid, and I go, oh, can I get a straw? And there's a straw. If you're the barista, the straw is right here.
Yeah.
Just behind the counter.
Okay.
I go, can I get a straw? And they go, why? They go, there's a lid that you could sip out of. I go, I know, but I want a straw, and you have them. They go, well, if you need one.
Yeah, I need one. Thank you.
If you need one.
Yeah.
And he walked away, and then I had to grab it.
Yeah.
I had to grab it.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Interesting.
If you need one, take 2 sips of the coffee. Instantly, I got the poops. Instantly, I got his poop. I go, it's okay. I got a little time.
You got an hour and a half.
I could go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. One, in London, they do this thing. Have you ever been to, like, I don't know, like a shitty diner where you pull out the napkins and one napkin comes out at a time?
Yes.
That's what their toilet paper there. They don't have rolls.
Oh, my God.
They don't have rolls.
So
They have
annoying.
individual napkins that you pull out of a container.
Everywhere or just by the Tower of London?
Not in my hotel room.
Okay.
They have rolls. So they have rolls. They just refuse to give them to you.
Yeah. In the places their tourists go.
Yes. They go.
I'm thinking, do they just think Americans are like dirty? And they're just like they have stereotypes about Americans, and they're just like, this is what we'll give them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There was no lock on the door, and the door was too far away from the handle, so I couldn't like hold the handle and shit. So I was
using the foot.
I literally. What did I use? I used the Spirit of Jesus Christ.
The Spirit of Jesus Christ.
I've never. If someone was listening on the other side of the door, all they would hear is "Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord," praying as someone's shitting to make sure that no one's coming. Our Father who art in heaven. I was making it so that people would be scared to enter the thing.
Yeah,
they go,
yeah,
I have
yeah.
no idea what's coming out of this man, but he's praying loudly so that no one's coming in.
That's a good move.
Pro, I'm a fucking pro.
You are
bro.
a pro.
I'm a pro.
Yes. That's hilarious,
I
too.
get the shit done, right? We go. Tower of London doesn't open till 10, but you know what does open? The gift shop. 8 a.m.
Wow.
Who's going to the gift shop at Tower of London 2 hours before you go into the tower?
2 hours.
2 hours!
Interesting.
2 hours!
Also, it gives away a lot of the tower.
Tower gives away itself.
Yeah. Sure.
The tower gives it. So, me and my dad do a lap around. He goes, let's go look at the gift shop while no one's here. Because now we have 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? We look at the gift shop. My dad's, he bought everyone fucking 5 things from 5 things.
Yeah.
Every city he bought someone something. Right? He buys my mom. It's hard because my dad doesn't know how to pick shit out.
Yeah.
So he goes,
you're helping.
Yeah. And I don't know shit.
Yeah.
My dad buys my mom earrings from the Tower of London, like little crowns that dangle. I hear from my sister today. My dad gives them to my mom. My mom goes, "Ugh, these might as well be from Claire's."
I mean, exactly.
My dad spent like $50 on these fucking earrings. Yeah.
She's not gonna wear them.
Never.
With crowns? Would you wear it?
Yeah, I'm trash though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm complete trash.
Yeah.
So we walk around the gift shop, and then my dad's like, all right, let's just walk by the water for a second. We'll come back when there's like 20 minutes. There's no one. We talk to the guards. They're like, oh, yeah, people start lining up. We went there. We come back, 9:40. The line is 200 people deep. Within 10 minutes, 200 people lined up for the Tower of London.
Was your dad pissed?
Furious. We were there an hour and a half early to be so deep in the line.
Yeah.
So deep. And the whole point was so that we could go through the crown jewels.
The crown jewel's nicest part.
Because that's one of the nicest parts. You get to see all the crowns, all the ornaments and shit that they use, traditions, right?
Yeah. That they stole from everywhere in the world.
Everywhere.
None of them, were not English
That's
jewels.
why I don't like anything I saw that I liked, I go, this isn't London.
100%.
This isn't London.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like London. London itself, I don't like. Everything there. The museums were marvelous.
Yeah.
The Tower of London was amazing. They didn't build that.
No.
They literally had animals from across the world there.
Yeah, they're showcasing what they stole.
London has nothing.
Yes. Yeah, the actual land of it.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
It's
same shit with America.
It's hard. Yes.
Yeah.
I guess I realized.
Yeah. Yeah, this is radicalized you. This trip.
London's garbage.
Yeah.
It's a bad frame for beautiful work.
Yeah. Interesting. That is a good point.
Yeah. So do I like London and the English
Like
people?
if you're gonna choose a place to showcase some of the most beautiful shit all over the world that you stole,
What about Porto
why
Vallarta?
put it exactly?
What about Porto Vallarta? Why can't we have these dope ass museums in
Why
Porto
put it in a
Vallarta?
cold, rainy, gray place? Yeah, put it somewhere nice that we want to at least go to.
I would love to go to Cancun to look at a Da Vinci.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? What are we talking here?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because there would be no reason to go to London
Absolutely
if it wasn't for them stealing everything.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be political. It's just the truth.
No, I know.
It's not even. This isn't political.
I mean, it is.
I can be a little political, but this is. I just want people to know this is not political.
I mean, it is.
It's just facts.
Inherently. Yeah.
No, but it's facts.
Yeah.
So, we go through the Tower of London. School group in front of us, school group behind us.
I mean, but you could do your own thing now.
No, but you got to wait in line for everything. You're waiting in line.
Yeah.
And we just explored and we looked at all the stuff. These were vicious people, man. These people were vicious. There was a king, I believe King George III.
Okay.
He wanted to be the king. Maybe it's Charles III or George III. I don't know. They all have the same names.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make fun of that. You know, how many Anthonys are in my
for
family?
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Also, they have the names picked out. Wasn't it like you wouldn't even necessarily be born with the name and you choose a royal name?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
But he wanted to be king, but there was his two nephews were going to be king. So you know what he does?
Kills them.
He just kills two boys and hides them in the walls.
Wow.
Just two young boys. And then as he's king, they finds two skeletons of boys in the walls with their clothes on still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, that is wild. But this is also the whole society was built around the king. It's like you have to be. You live for the king.
I know.
Everything is the king, and it's like I'm so close to being the king.
But here's the thing.
I gotta kill two people. I'm not saying it was a good thing.
If I was during that time and I was a prince, I would let everyone know I don't want to be king.
You wouldn't.
I would just be happy that I could take baths.
Yeah, I mean, you're living an incredible life compared to everyone else.
I would just be so happy. I'd be like, I get to listen to the new music.
Yeah.
And I get hot water that someone pours on me.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm good. You be king.
Yeah.
I would let everyone know.
Interesting.
I couldn't believe it. The viciousness.
They could also get away with so much shit and then just be like, it was the gods chose me now.
Yes.
It's just like you have an out for every bad thing that you do.
Jesus, God did everything bad.
Yes.
Humans don't do bad things.
No.
God did bad things.
Yeah, that's what they could just put all the blame to someone else.
That's what I learned about history.
He wanted me to be whatever. And then nobody knows that the kids are dead in the walls, I'm guessing. Or if they do, it's like we have to continue this charade. That's a bad look.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Right? And everything, I mean, it's absolutely marvelous, the castle. To be in a castle is actually beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
It's actually tremendous. It's like, oh, wow, this is like from all these years, right?
Yeah.
It's still active. There was an execution there like 80 years ago.
Yeah. Wild.
Shot.
Yeah.
They just shot and murdered someone.
It's wild.
I mean, we do that in the United States too.
I know.
Right?
And I remember when I went to China, I learned about some things about their royal practices, and you would go to some of the palaces and they would be like, yeah, the last eunuchs that served here was in 1980. And I was like, oh, wow, that is not that far long ago.
No, not
that
that
they
far.
would be cutting people's dicks off if you wanted to serve any
Eunuchs have
royalty.
penises.
Oh, I thought they didn't. Oh, they cut the other one. Yeah.
What's the other one?
The balls. The other ones.
Do you go to pee and you grab your balls? And
Oh, wrong one.
It's the other one.
Yeah.
What do you mean the other one?
Yeah,
This is literally the thing men care about the most on their
The
bodies.
other one. The other opposite. I don't know.
It's not the opposite.
It's not the opposite.
The opposite's a
It's
vagina.
its partner. Yeah.
And we just walk around, and it's just like everything there is like absolutely marvelous. But every room that you go in is a hard story.
Yeah.
Just a hard story about like. Truly, there was they were like the you know about King Henry VIII, right?
Yes, of course.
And he changes over to Protestant so he could get a divorce.
Okay.
Right? And one of the bishops or someone is like, he's like, speaks out, is like, this is bad. We shouldn't allow this to happen, right?
was that the only Protestant king? Everyone else is Anglo-Saxon, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But he speaks. I think it was Catholic before. I think it switched from Catholic to. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But he switches to Protestant so he could legally get divorced.
Okay.
Right? Against the church. And so then there's this man that speaks out against him, right? And so what he does.
Oh yeah, Anglo-Saxon Protestant is the yeah.
So it's Catholic to
Yeah,
Protestant.
yeah.
Because the Catholics don't believe in divorce, but I think Protestants are like,
Okay.
yeah, it's cool. Not
Interesting.
cool, but like, man, I guess it is cool.
Yeah.
Divorce is cool.
Yeah, like cool
If
as
you
in
need
it's
it-
like chill. Like,
Yeah.
No, or I don't know if it's like, oh, he just got divorced. He's mad cool, but like it's okay. Like,
It's okay.
it's okay. Yes.
It's
cool
divorce-
and okay.
Divorce isn't the problem.
No.
The marriage is the problem.
Yeah. Divorce
Right?
is great.
Yeah. It's not like someone that has cancer is like, you can't have a scar,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
So this guy speaks out and is like, this is a bad idea. And he goes, King Henry goes, find this man, we're going to kill him. He flees the country. So what King Henry does is he finds his old mother and puts her in a prison cell for years. And then decides to murder her.
Why? Because she wanted to stay Catholic.
No, because that's her son. Her son spoke out to him. So he took an old woman and was like, I'm going to execute you now.
Oh, the guy who spoke out's mother.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So he takes his mother for years. First off, they were like, oh, we have your mother, come back. And he's like, nah, that would never fly in my household.
No.
My mother's like, you better die for me.
Yeah.
Actually, my mom probably wouldn't say that. My mom probably would die for me.
Yeah, definitely.
But, so.
But I think she would want it to happen. She would be like, no. She would want you to be there and be like, no, kill me instead.
Yes,
maybe.
yes. My mom will
At
want
least
me
you gotta come.
My mom will want me to reach for the check.
Yeah.
To reach.
You gotta reach for the check.
Yeah,
I get it.
If
I don't
your
disagree
mother's
with
gonna
that.
die for your sins, you gotta reach for the check.
Yeah,
You know.
I would agree.
So
Okay, so was this guy? This guy had to be in his inner circle of some. He wasn't just like a peasant.
he was like a bishop or.
Oh, yeah,
he was
right. He was a high up person.
in the church.
Okay.
So then he's like, okay, we're finally gonna execute your mother. And the executioner goes, get on your knees. We're gonna kill you. And she goes, I'm not a traitor. She goes, I didn't speak out against the king. I will not get on my knees. So then he knocks her to the ground. And he takes a swing and he misses and he hits the woman in the back, an old woman. Now she has an axe in the back. And this is in the Tower of London. She's running around the Tower of London with an axe in the back. The guy finally catches up to her, executioner. He grabs the axe out of her back and just starts hacking at her legs. She's limping around. Hundreds of people watching, cheering, applauding as this old woman is being chased, just being hacked limb by limb throughout the entire Tower of London until finally he gets there and chops her head off with 15 strikes. It was the bloodiest event to ever happen in the Tower of London, was to an old woman. And King George said, hurrah!
Yeah.
King Henry VIII said, this is what I wanted.
I mean, didn't he kill 6 of his wives too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pussy wasn't good enough.
I mean,
dick wasn't good let's be honest. The dick wasn't good enough, you know?
Yeah. This is, how are
should be a
they
Blue Chew
presenting
ad.
this?
That should be a Blue Chew ad. if King Henry had Blue Chew,
Yeah.
all his wives would be around. How are they presenting this?
Yeah, like, are they like, we made a mistake, this was bad,
This is a fun
part of our
story.
history?
This is a fun story.
Funny. Oh, fun little piece of trivia.
Fun trivia.
Yeah.
You know how you walk around and you'll be like, oh, this part of Lower Manhattan, this is actually where they had the original bowling alleys.
Yeah.
They would set up pins, and that's why it's called Bowling Green, right? That's them about murdering someone, an old woman, violently.
At least they put all their cards on the table. I have to give them credit.
1,000%.
America, we try to hide a little bit. We are like trying to hide a lot of it, I would say.
Yes.
But it is funny that they're like, you know what? This is the cards. This is what we did. They shouldn't be so giddy about it by any means.
The guy doing it was doing sound effects.
Yeah, see, this
He had
is
an
what I
umbrella.
mean. This is what
Fatoo! And he chopped her in the leg.
Yeah.
Fatah! And the blood is everywhere, all over the tower.
That's wild.
Just laughing.
Yes, that's insane. That's wild. Yeah, King Henry VIII, not a good guy.
He has, he has that big dick. He has this suit
The
of
bulge,
armor with
yeah.
the big dick on it.
I mean,
That's incredible. It's incredible. But the tower, here's the thing. The tower itself was beautiful.
Yeah.
The tower itself was...
It's cool. It's interesting. It's a lot of shit that you could be like, oh, that's interesting.
We did all the museums. We did
yeah.
We did all of that, right?
The British Museum.
We did So let's talk about museums for a second.
Yeah.
These museums were beautiful.
Yeah. What's the Rosetta Stone is there? Is it still there?
The Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, that's like cool.
I mean, how are we not going to say that's one of the greatest pieces of our society ever?
Yeah.
It literally brought us to where we are today.
Yeah, it is interesting.
It's truly...
I think that was the only thing I saw when I went there. I just went in, saw that, and then left. I mean, we were on a bus. We were not doing the museum tour, I think, on the same way that you were.
My father... Let's talk about museums for a minute.
Okay.
I'm sorry I'm bashing London so bad. There were plenty of people I met there that I thought were tremendous.
Yes.
And fun and a good time. It was just... I couldn't get over how casually they spoke
about these
of
atrocities.
Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't get over it. Museums. As you know, I'm from a family of museum goers.
Yes.
When I was a kid, my parents didn't have a lot of money.
Yes.
So what would we do for vacations? We would go to museums.
Yes.
Museums. So there's certain etiquette when you go to museums.
Okay.
Right? There's two types of people that go to museums.
Okay.
There's finders and learners.
Okay.
So you went to a museum as a finder.
I think I'm more a learner.
But you went
when I went to the British Museum that day.
You were a finder.
Yeah.
And actively I would look at people in museums and people would be like, I want to find this. They find it, they look at it, and they leave so they could say they found it. Then there's other people that go to museums to learn about something that they haven't experienced yet.
Okay.
And my family, we are learners in museums.
Yes.
I stand in front of plaques. I read.
You have to be a learner if you're going for vacation. If that's like the big...
If that's the big thing.
We're spending time in the museum, baby.
And also there's etiquette. So me and my dad don't stand... We don't stand next to each other when we're looking at paintings much, right?
Okay.
We'll go in a room. We'll walk around the room. We'll each soak it in at our own time, right?
I prefer that way.
Me
also.
too. And then we'll reconvene about stuff we like, right? Which is great. But here's the thing. I don't know how long to stand in front of a piece of art.
Okay.
It's hard. And I would look at people and I go, how long did they stand in front of it? Oh, about 15 seconds, that one. I'll give it that. I'll give it 15 seconds, right?
Okay.
I'm timing people out. Some people are quick. And I go, I don't want to be a quick person. Because occasionally I would walk past a piece of art quick or I'd glance at my phone and my father quickly go, hey, what's the matter? You all right?
Oh, you couldn't be on the phone.
I pull a phone out in a museum. What's the matter? You all right? How dare you look at the phone? We got a Manet in front of you.
Yeah.
You're not going to look at the Manet?
Interesting. So you weren't allowed to be on the phone?
Nah. We weren't doing a phone. You pull out your phone for a picture.
Okay.
Also, museums in the UK were interesting because in America, there's like ropes. You can't go near it. There was no ropes. They just trusted in people.
That is interesting.
I thought that was cool.
That is cool. I think it's like you read the little blurb, you look at it, however you feel, then you decide from there. You read the blurb, you look at it for 5 seconds, and then you make the decision. Do I extend? Do I extend 10 more seconds? No, when it comes down to 10, you extend again and you move on.
There were people. I was like, oh, I'm doing a good job. I'm really soaking in it because some people are flying. I'm like, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm a real art lover. I'm staring at pieces of art. Then all of a sudden, a man walks in a room. He looks at a piece of art and pulls out a stool and just sits in front of it.
Pulls out a stool.
When a dude pulls out a stool at an art museum, you go, wow, I am a garbage man.
No,
I have zero
I don't
class.
think so.
I didn't even
I can't assign class to how long you look at the picture.
You're right. We shouldn't assign
I can't
class.
do that.
You shouldn't assign
I can't
class.
be doing that because there's people. You know what I mean? It's just like.
Of course, my uncle was a garbage man. He loved art, right?
Yeah.
I don't mean class. But like, I need to learn how to absorb art a little bit.
Yeah, no, but I also do think some people just go in and stand there for mad long to look. I mean, this is what I think in my head.
Look a type of way.
Yeah. Like it's for show. Like they're just projecting.
I
like art. It's like, all right, there's no way that you got 7 minutes out of this. It's a black square. Like, what are we doing for 7 minutes?
There's a couple. I mean, there's a couple pieces I looked at
that you could do for 7 minutes.
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah,
a couple. There was. I mean, some of the art was tremendous. The only time I cried on the trip was at the museum.
One of the pieces of art.
Was one of the pieces of the art.
What happened? Are you gonna cry retelling it?
No.
Okay.
I went to the Van Gogh museum. I went to see a museum, and there was a Van Gogh in there. And that's my favorite artist.
Yeah.
Love Van Gogh so much, right?
What piece?
It was the piece of the yellow flowers in the
Okay,
vase.
I saw that one too. So I must have seen it. Was that the British Museum?
No.
I definitely saw the flower.
I don't. It could be. I went to fucking every. I think it was the portrait gallery.
Okay.
So. Also, the museums there were incredible.
Okay.
I'll tell you that. Why my dad likes London is because the museums there are incredible.
Are incredible.
And so I go and stand in front of it, and I look at it, and it's absolutely breathtaking. And I read a little bit about it, and it was like, it's beautiful because it's so bright and illuminant. And then when you look closer at it, you could see that the flowers themselves are dying. So when you just glance at it, it looks joyous. And then when you look closer, you see the pain in it of daily life. And then when you look even closer, you see that seeds from the flower are falling. So through the pain will bring new life.
Oh, wow.
So,
that is beautiful.
And then there was a a little plaque next to it that had a saying. And the saying was, I think it takes just as much strength to believe someone's joy about you as it does to muster it all on your own.
Say that again?
I think it takes just as much strength to believe someone's joy about you as it does to muster it all on your own.
Okay.
Like it takes a lot of strength for someone else to believe in you. For you to be like...
To believe that someone else believes in you?
Yes. It takes
as it does for you to believe in yourself?
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
It's hard to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this piece, and I read this plaque. I'm someone that struggles believing in themselves.
For sure.
I have a lot of external validation.
Yes.
Negative and positive, right? I get a lot of validation in a lot of great ways. Not from my father. I'm only a good tourist to him. But
okay.
I get a lot of great external validation, right?
Yes.
It takes a lot in me to have that internal validation.
Yes.
And I start looking at this piece. It hits me.
It hit you.
It hit me.
And so this means it also takes a lot for you to believe that other people believe in you.
Yes. I dismiss it.
Yes.
I dismiss it a lot. That's why sometimes it's nice when someone writes it down so I could see it and soak it in on my own time.
That is good.
Because if someone says something to me, I dismiss it sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yes. And so I see it, and then it starts catching me. I can't believe I'm looking at this art. I'm about to cry. So I walk away. I go, don't fucking do this, Sebastian. Come on, you fucking blow. Come on. I walk away. I go, what am I doing? I go, why am I going to travel halfway across the world? And when I finally start feeling real emotions about who I am, I'm going to run away from him.
Wow, you went back.
So I went back to the piece. And I look at it, and I read the quote again. I start thinking about my life. I'm standing there, and little tears are dripping.
Okay.
Few, not a lot. Eyes are red. I'm staring at it. I go, wow, that is life. I feel like I am that. I am someone that's bright, but you might look closer and be like, oh, he struggles a little bit.
Yes.
As someone that does bring joy, that has that joyous aura, but what is underneath that?
Yes, yes.
I can't believe that he's capturing a feeling that I'm feeling so many years later just through a single image.
Yes, yes, yes.
Tears are dripping down. I get a knock on my shoulder. I go, Jesus, what is this? Will you take my picture?
Really?
Will you take a picture?
So you didn't get to full sobbing at the...
I didn't get to full sobbing.
Damn.
But then the girls,
Damn.
It's two girls, they're on a school trip. Will you take a picture? I go, of course. And then they look at me and they go, oh. And they walk away.
Oh, no.
They see a grown fat man crying in front of a painting. Crying.
Yeah.
And they want a picture in front of the famous painting.
Yeah.
And they run away and they don't experience Van Gogh.
Good. Fuck them.
That was the one
They
moment
just wanted
I
a
cried.
picture.
They just wanted a picture. They just wanted a picture. That was probably one of my favorite moments of the whole trip, was how I realized how beautiful life is and how fucking annoying it is all in the same moment.
Yeah, that is
like
funny.
that is life.
Yes.
Like I'm finally fucking thinking about who I am as a person, and like I feel seen in a way, and then all of a sudden some annoying kid comes along and bothers me.
Yes, ask you to do something. Does not see you as a. They're just like, oh, you'll take a picture.
He'll take a picture.
Yeah.
Because
Which I get. People
get.
ask for pictures all the time on these situations.
And then I realized I was thinking about that moment, and I'm like, it's easier to be. For everyone else wants you to be an auxiliary character, a secondary character. If you act as a secondary character to people and you're just cheery and you're nice and you joke around, people will love you.
Yes.
You only act like a main character for yourself. And if you act like a main character, other people around you don't like you. And for years, I act like an auxiliary character, and that's why people like me.
Yes, but you also people like main character. Like when you have a real relationship with someone,
Yes.
like your friends.
No, but how many people like me? Even your friends, bro. Even friends want you to be auxiliary in some ways.
Okay.
There's
I think there's
probably
a threshold.
A couple of handful
Maybe
of people.
80-20.
A couple of handful of people in your life want you to have main character energy. Other people just want that auxiliary energy.
Okay.
And these people walked into main character moments when they just wanted an auxiliary.
Auxiliary, yes, for sure.
I said, damn.
It's also wild to be like, me, when I do the pictures at a museum, I'm taking a picture of the exhibit, maybe. To be like, I need to be in front of it like
It was
that.
a famous piece of art.
Yeah. It's one of his most famous. I think I actually saw it in the Van Gogh Museum. I think it was there at the
There's
time.
probably, he's paints.
Yeah.
He paints hundreds of the same paintings.
Yeah,
But there's
yeah.
one that usually pops off.
Okay.
Um,
Interesting. Yeah, that is a good point.
So that was like, yeah, they just wanted someone that wasn't having a moment, like a real moment.
Yes.
And I was.
Which is the what Van Gogh would want. What these artists would want is like one day, it would be their dream, is one day that it's in a museum and people go see it and they can feel and connect with it and actually have a moment and it like reflect on their life.
Yeah.
They don't want people to just go up and take pic. I don't think.
No.
I would think that they would be like, oh, I hope that people connect with my art. Van Gogh is a troubled guy.
And it's so funny because my parents didn't even know about that. My dad doesn't even know about that moment.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I was the best tourist I possibly could be.
Definitely.
And I
Maybe you tell him.
Nah, I can't.
You can't
I make
tell
him
him?
too proud.
You would make him
I make him
proud.
too proud.
Yeah.
That was a hard.
That is funny that they don't know you in that way. I mean, they definitely have to.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
To me, that's not surprising at all.
I know. But then we talked about the art. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So he knows that you.
That was a good moment for me. I also had a couple bad moments in the museum.
Okay.
One day I went out late. I hung out late. I had a great time going out in London.
Yes.
I had a blast. Going out in London at nighttime was fun.
Oh, that's good.
Except everything closes so fucking early.
2 a.m.
Nah, bro. 11.
What? 11?
11.
A lot of bars close at 11.
11.
I wouldn't be able to live there.
11, bro. And Google Maps says things are open and they're not.
Yeah.
You cannot get dinner after 8 o'clock in London.
Wow.
My dad has this idea because he's from New York. He's like, this is the one time we were like butted heads. He's like, all right, we were like by the Tower of London one night, and he's like, all right, let's walk back to the hotel.
Okay.
2.5 miles.
Wow.
I go, all right, let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. Hour at least.
He goes, come on, it'll be fun. Come on.
45 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just under an hour.
Okay.
So yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah.
It's almost a 5K we're walking.
Yeah.
And he goes, I go, Dad, I'm starving. And he goes, what do you mean you're starving? He goes, we had a big lunch. We had sushi. Notoriously a small lunch. Notoriously people are hungry after sushi. And my dad goes, what do you mean? I'm full. I ate the sushi. We ate sushi, no soy sauce.
Yeah.
We ate sushi, no soy sauce. And my dad's saying how full he is 7 hours later.
Damn.
He goes, what do you mean? I'm full. I go, Dad, I'm hungry. I'm at 20,000 steps at this point.
Yeah, you gotta eat. You gotta eat all day.
We weren't.
Yeah. If you're walking that much.
So then we go, and my dad goes, come on, let's just walk. We'll find a place. Not a single place in 2.5 miles was open that could serve us food.
Wow.
Not
You're
a
dying.
single place.
Yeah.
At a certain point, I told my dad, I said, I don't want to talk.
Okay.
He goes, come on, we'll find something. I said to him, I go, no. I said, no. I am going to go to the supermarkets, the deli, the 24-hour like deli place that's around the corner from the hotel. I'm going to buy a piece of bread and some meat, and I'm going to eat a sandwich in the bed. I said, I do not want to talk.
You're being dramatic.
I am dramatic.
You are dramatic.
I am dramatic.
That's dramatic.
And he goes, all right.
Yeah. You could. There was zero, like, convenience store, nothing on the way.
There was 5 Guys.
On the way home.
But my dad's like, I'm not eating at 5 Guys.
Oh.
Which I get.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to eat at 5. I don't want to eat at 5 Guys.
No, I know.
I literally
but if
get
you're
a stomach
starving,
every time I eat at 5 Guys.
Yeah.
I would. It's.
And the next day you got 20,000 at least steps on the agenda tomorrow.
I know. I literally.
You'll just be shitting.
Don't want. 5 Guys gives me a stomachache.
Yeah,
and it gives him a stomachache. It's like the greasiest burger you could get.
Yeah.
And
That's tough.
And I go, Dad, let me look at the map. He goes, No, we'll find a place along the way.
He wanted the mystic of the city to find.
But that's not
it wasn't
the way
giving
it
you
is.
answers. Interesting.
We were walking into the darkness of a city.
Yeah.
Saying, show your light to us. We will give you an hour to show you your light. And all they did was fucking shit on our face.
You think you just picked the wrong streets to walk home or no?
I don't know. I don't know at all.
Interesting.
I don't know at all. But anyways, that was our one low moment. So I don't trust. Everything closes early.
Damn.
But I did. So I had a great time going out at nights. I went to like this one place that was so fucking weird. It was like an after hours club that you had to be a member to join.
Okay.
And when we go down, it was like carpeted basements. It was like it was basically like my cousin's basement.
It's like a social club.
It was a social club.
Interesting.
It was so
is that
cool
what's
and interesting.
Is that what's like more popular there?
I have no idea.
Like adult frats?
But it was like, yeah, it was people of all ages, of all walks. I think it was just the only place that's open late.
Oh. And you can just pay to be able to go there.
Went to a rooftop bar. That was not, you know,
that
but
is
like,
nice.
Yeah, like my evening stuff was fun. I went to a wine bar with a cavern. It was great.
But it just closes at 11.
Things just close early.
Interesting.
Which isn't me.
No.
You know, not at all.
No.
I like to stay out.
Yeah, I know.
Especially if I'm on vacation, especially if I'm drinking a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Keep the party going.
I'm a person that likes to have a good time.
Yeah. Same.
I had a low moment in a museum.
Okay.
I was hungover. I'm at a museum. I'm standing there. This is the day I'm about to leave, right? So all my clothes is packed. I have my sweatpants on and a sweatshirt because that's what I'm going to wear on a plane. I feel so out of place. I never wear sweatpants, really.
No.
And I'm wearing sweatpants in front of Monet.
Okay.
I feel so out of place.
Okay.
And I'm so hungover and uncomfortable. I'm just sweating. I'm sweating, just wiping my brow, sweating, standing in front of art, not being able to focus. Finally, I find a room that no one's in. I pick my shirt up and I wipe my forehead, just to cool off. Finally when you just have to get the sweat off you so you could stop?
Yeah.
I finally get the sweat off me, so I stop sweating.
That's tough.
I'm just standing there hungover.
Can you get water?
Nah. Didn't have a sip of water or coffee. My dad wanted to go to the museum instantly.
This is tough.
I had to beg my dad to stop to get waters.
Okay.
He doesn't drink waters.
Yeah.
I had to be like, Dad, I need a water.
Yeah.
He goes, come on, we'll get one. Come on. It was a lot of come-ons. Come on. You should see the list of things that we did.
Okay.
I'll show you. It was literally 8 activities a day.
That's a lot.
It was, one day we went to 4 museums.
That's fun. I mean, it's nice. It's good to do the stuff while you're there.
Yeah.
If you ever go back, which who knows, but you don't have to do a lot of the touristy stuff.
I'll go back to London.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like I wouldn't get bored.
So I stand there.
But continue.
In my room, in that room alone, sweating, dripping sweat. Finally, standing in my sweatpants. I got stains on these sweatpants. I'm so fucking embarrassed. I finally stopped sweating. I go, thank God. I'm a guy that's got boogers in his cave a lot, right?
Yes.
I go, Jesus, I feel this booger. Not my proudest moment. I stick my finger and I pick my nose.
Okay.
A nice, a big booger too.
Okay.
I pick my nose. I pull it out. There's a big booger on my nose.
What are you talking? Wet?
Dry.
That's
dry
good.
booger.
Dry's good.
A dry, like a little boulder. So I'm in the museum, alone in a room. Pick my nose. There's a booger on my nose. All of a sudden, I hear, and it's a security guard in the corner. The security guard then eyes my finger, looks in my eyes, and eyes my finger. Like, what the fuck are you going to do with that booger
Yeah,
now
yeah.
that you're standing in front of a Monet? What are you going to do with this huge booger? So I look at him, I nod, and I take the booger and I put it in my pocket.
Did you take the hand out of the pocket, or just stayed in the pocket?
That
until he
pocket
was...
did not come out of my hands till I was in New York.
Yeah.
I was terrified
Yeah.
that I was known as the booger man in that museum now. I got caught picking boogers in front of Monet. Caught me. And what do you do with the booger? Because you can't flick.
No.
You can't wipe.
At that point.
And almost the classiest thing I could have done was eat.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. You put it back.
And then on the way out, they go, oh, do you want to hit the souvenir shop? I go, I already have one, babe.
Yeah.
These are lows, bro.
Yeah, I guess that's not that bad.
You hit end of trip lows like that, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough. 15 days being away. At the end, you're like, I'm ready to go home.
I was ready to go home.
Yes.
And I said before I left that my dad will sing a song, and he did almost the entire time we were going, oh, it's nice to go traveling, but it's oh so nice. Oh, yes, it's oh so nice to travel home.
That is nice.
And he was right.
Yeah.
It was right. The people of London, the best food we have there, also the food was horrible.
It was.
The best food I had there was like I had Indian food or Lebanese food or like anything that wasn't from London I loved.
Yeah.
London, let's get rid of all the people that aren't from there. And
Okay.
just have it people that, let's get rid of all the people from there and just have it people that aren't.
Okay.
They were tremendous.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, it was tremendous. I got a beautiful piece of art.
That's nice.
My first lithograph.
I don't know what that is.
It's like the art that has like it's a print that they only make so many.
Okay.
So I was saying I want like something to remember the trip by.
That's good.
And like something that was like a little valuable or something that like I could remember forever.
Yeah. That is good.
So I bought a 4-foot piece of art.
Nice. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
You'll put it out. You have
I'll
you have
put it
art.
up.
You like art.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be the best thing I have.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tremendous.
That's nice.
I can't wait to put it up. I'll remember it forever. It was so.
It sounded fun.
Yeah, you know, it was fun. The food, it was just everything was. There was just disappointments. And
Okay.
things were closed. The Google Maps didn't work. The people were cruel to a degree I didn't understand.
Yeah.
And
proud of it.
proud of it.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't enjoy about it.
At least the assholes on Staten Island try to do some spin job to tell you how they're actually good people.
I know.
It's like almost, I don't know. What do you prefer? But also, it's different. But that is interesting. It seems like the fact that they called it a twin city to New York, also going in with that, annoyed you.
Definitely.
Because you're not like them.
No.
That's not you.
That isn't like me. But there was stuff I enjoyed. There's stuff I saw there that I'll never see. I stayed at museums till they closed. I watched
wow.
security guards have to kick people out of a museum.
Okay.
The easiest job I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of a bar closing.
Yeah, not the same.
Literally, a security guard would just walk through. All right, we're closing. People were quick to walk out. No
Well,
one's
because
like, "Oh."
everybody's doing a little fake act. Not fully fake act, but a little bit.
No one's like, oh,
Of like,
no,
I don't know how to
wait,
stay.
I want to see one
Yeah.
more mummy.
It's like, finally, I can put the charade down.
It literally, someone went, all right, we're closing, we'll leave it. And they're like, no, all right, we're extending our hours. Oh, fantastic. Like, it was like, I got to see museums close. I got to see literally people that meet different types of people, eat food that I've never eaten before.
Oh, that's
I mean,
cool.
the people that were like alternative there were so interesting. People
Yeah.
I've never seen in New York in some ways.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. There was a guy I saw that I still to this day will never understand.
Okay.
He had a Hitler mustache and dreads.
Okay.
He was an anomaly. No, I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
It was just...
I don't know if it was a fever dream through being 15 days on vacation,
Okay.
but on the way out in London, I saw a man with a Hitler mustache and dreads.
Okay.
I said, wow, this is interesting.
He's an
but
ambiguous man.
That's what London felt like.
Okay. A Hitler mustache with... I see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt like that because it's all this horrible stuff, and then it's like, oh, but there is cool stuff about it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very interesting. And as we're leaving, the whole city went on strike.
Really?
The entire city.
For what? I saw Paris was going on strike, but...
Because doctors, the junior doctors don't make enough or something like that. Like,
Okay.
and then also the entire tube went on strike, so there were no trains running as I'm leaving the city.
Oh, wow.
It's like there's videos of like it was like the biggest strike in London history or some shit like that.
Oh, wow.
It was insane.
Oh, I think I did read about this. Yeah, time to go home.
It was literally
the
city of London was tired of itself.
Yes. Yeah.
It took us to get out of London was like an obstacle course.
Damn. Oh, yeah. So you had to take a cab
We had
back
to take an Uber.
Wow.
We had to take an Uber to the airport, and it was we were stuck on the same block for 30 minutes because people were marching.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, I don't want to be part of the problem. I want to get home.
Yeah. I know. It's tough when you have a flight to catch. But you want to stand with the people on strike, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Like...
So I think London, there was a lot of beautiful people I met there. There was there was a lot of beautiful things I saw. And a lot of things I had no idea happened.
Yeah, that is you were a good tourist. You actually took in the subtext of everything you saw.
1,000%.
Which a lot of people don't.
No,
I think most people probably travel there and don't pick up on this subtext at all.
I went as a neutral party.
Yeah, for sure.
I was a neutral party.
Yeah,
and I soaked in the good and the bad.
Yeah,
it's sometimes great to see the bad of a place too.
Yeah, to understand it.
Yeah, because then you understand like what it is.
100%.
And I went to some cool like the vintage shops, this place with all this Indian food around, and I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But it was like outside the major part of the city that I was in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was cool. I had a beautiful time. I would never change anything for the world. I don't think, I can't believe me and my dad got to go on this adventure together, and I'm so happy for it.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and I'm happy to be back.
Yeah. It is cool. You meet a lot of different people. London is kind of they say, more of like the crossroads of the world, I guess, of people coming. Like New York, but I do think London.
They force
They both. Do you think New York forces it too?
No.
Okay.
No.
Interesting. Because to me, it's like, oh, for a lot of people, London is New York. For what my New York is. A lot of people, it's like London, 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 London.
What's cool is that they could get anywhere around Europe very quickly.
That is cool.
I never look at the United States as like its own Europe. And maybe I should.
Yeah. We're far from a lot of stuff. And we don't have a good like rail system that we could take from New York to other places.
You could get to Paris in 2 hours.
Which is nice. Yeah, I was
that
out.
That was a big selling point of London.
Okay.
You could get to Paris in 2 hours.
Yes, that is a cool selling point.
That's like saying you could go to New York, you could get to AC in 2 hours.
Yeah. Imagine if AC was Paris. Yeah.
I know.
That would be wild.
Yeah.
Did you think, I was out the other night and people were debating, oh, New York is more like Paris, New York is more like London. What would you say?
I think New York is more like Paris because everyone thinks that people are going to be mean, but they're actually lovely.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah. I think it's the New York and London have the opposite types of people. New York people come out aggressive, but they're actually really kind.
Yes, I would agree with that.
London people come out kind and are actually very mean.
I could see that.
They're polite but mean. New York is not polite but kind.
Yes.
And I am through and through the New York.
Yes.
I actually despise the first.
Yeah.
I despise people that are polite but mean.
Because it's like, don't fool me.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do it. Yeah, just be what you are.
Yes. Or like say things and like they would say things that would just like hit me what they said.
Yes. A lot of subtext in the talking too.
For me, everything is over. Like you turn it down.
Yeah.
Most things I say, you just turn it down 70%, and then that's our truth.
Yeah.
But for people in London, you had to turn it up 120%. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So that's what I think. But I will definitely go back.
You would go back.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to go back.
City,
I
want to go back. You can get flights there. Like, yeah. I think there's more to explore that I haven't. I saw a lot of the touristy stuff, Westminster, a lot of people buried there. I went to the castle. I saw horses. I saw the guards, right? I saw a lot of that shit, right?
Yeah.
I think if I went back, I would want to see another side of it.
Yes. I'm sure you could have a lot of fun.
And experience the other side.
Yes.
Beautiful. Well, thank you all for listening to my journey of my trip. I'm so happy that I got to do that, and so happy that people continue to support the podcast while I was gone. That really, truly meant the world to me. It was nice that I didn't have to worry about that for a couple weeks.
Yeah, that was nice.
But I'm happy to worry about it again.
Yeah, we're back.
Beautiful.
We're back.
I love that.
We'll be back. We're back with guests. We're back the whole 9 yards. We'll be back with the show. yeah, buy the beanie if you haven't. That's a great way to support the podcast. We have a lot of exciting stuff happening. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. When's the next time you're going to go to a museum?
I'm going to go sooner than later.
You are?
I thought when I got on the plane, I said I must have gone to 15 plus museums.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm not going to a museum for a year. There's things in museums in New York that I haven't seen in years. I need to go to a couple.
Yeah. The Brooklyn Museum is right by my house. I haven't been. I should go.
Because
I know they have good. I know they have good exhibits.
Maybe we'll go and I'll see how you act in a museum and I'll show you how.
I can do a good job in a museum.
We'll see.
Okay. I've never been to a museum since I started smoking weed, so that's what I'm thinking.
What do you
half
think's
of the
gonna
story.
happen? You're
I'm
think
like,
the
he got
paintings
a 40.
scratch and sniff.
He's got 45 minutes before the Tower of London. I'm like, that sounds like a nice time to smoke a joint before we go in there.
No.
But no, that is cool.
It will be cool. All right. Beautiful. Yeah. Follow the pod. Do all the good things, people.
Yeah. Subscribe on Spotify. If you have Spotify and you listen to this podcast, hit the subscribe on Spotify button. That helps us.
Cool.
And rate it 5 stars.
Nice. Yeah. If you have a written 5-star review, do that. All right, Robbie, hit the music.